Hello everyone, this is Shining Noctales, and tonight I figured I'd stream some more Final Fantasy XIV for you guys. Tonight gonna be seeing if I can do the end of the raid series for Pandemonium. Be really interesting to see through to the ending with you guys. We did the main story yesterday and it was actually really fun. Took a few hours, but we got it done, and now gonna see if we can do the raid series. Good to see, to look something up. Thirsty. I think, let me... I have to remember exactly where I get the quest, for the ending of the raid series. We'll find it though. There we go. I think the screen was tearing there for a wee bit, but... Oh, Aporia, that's what I was thinking. I wasn't 100% sure though, but... Alright, Eater's Souls. Russian on breath a sigh of relief at your arrival. Ah, Jem, I had a feeling you would arrive soon. Urgent tidings always seem to carry you in their wake after all. Master Fushinon recently sent word regarding his invitation. Seems he's uncovered information regarding Professor Clauden's whereabouts and the sudden appearance of Pandemonium in the ethereal sea. We would do well to meet him with him at once. If you have no objections, I ask that you proceed to the Atia scope forthwith. I shall make the necessary arrangements and join you shortly. Alright. Alright. Thank you for answering my summons of face. Let's forgo formalities and jump straight into the heart of the matter. Namely, the whereabouts of Professor Claudin, who has not been seen since his ill-advised journey to Aziz's Law. Subsequent expedition discovered an airship in the vicinity of the Ether Chemical Research Facility, while the vessel clearly belonged to the professor is nowhere to be found. There were signs that someone, perhaps the man himself, had forced their way into the facility, so this trail was duly followed, however. The trail led nowhere in the most literal sense. It was almost as if an entire sector of the facility had been wrested from existence. Further investigations confirmed the expedition's party suspicious. Now an entire sector of Aziz's Law has been teleported elsewhere. Teleported where? Believed that its destination was none other than the Ethereal Sea. Here were its elegant facilities reconstituted as the halls of Pandemonium. The great successes, you see. So this means Professor Claudin is in there, in that monstrous fortress. That is our leading theory. We are certain enough at least to risk sending you into its depths in search of the missing man. Yet before we do, there's another pressing matter. While Pandemonium may appear firmly sealed, an unknown entity was recently spied crawling forth from its gates. We observed its behavior with the altiscope, and to our horror witnessed it gorging upon the surrounding ether like a ravenous feast. But it must be stopped. The Ethereal Sea harbors the souls of the departed, its wellspring from which all creatures are born. Flows of disturbed life itself might cease to be. Precisely, its safety must be our first priority. Rid us of this menace gem, then we will be at liberty to investigate what wicked machinations are afoot. This memory crystal was recovered from Claudine's airship. Take it with you, and it may yet provide some insight into the enigma of Pandemonium. Without Themis, there will be no army of Phantom Warriors. I realize you are more than capable in combat, but are you certain you'll be alright? That's the spirit. I will lend you my arms, such as they are, but I believe I'll be more useful in the provision of information non-martial support. Shall gather researchers from the confluence to construct a means to convey you to the destination. The rest is in your hands. Like a blotch of dark ink on its ring canvas, Pandemonium now floats foreboding upon the ethereal sea. From its gates has emerged a beast with an insatiable appetite for souls, and its feast threatens to sever the flow of life itself. Though Pandemonium's mysteries beckon to you from the darkness, you must first quell this immediate threat to the star. Alright, let's go. Oh wow. There we go. Oh boy. Oh wow. Ooh. Lizard. This you usually want to move around. Ooh. Ice and fire. Okay. Ooh. Leading. Ooh. Ooh, watch out there. Ooh. That's not fun. Ooh. Ouch. Me neither. Fire. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Ooh. Ooh. Careful there. Ooh. 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 Oh shoot, me. Ugh. These mechanics. It's really not just a typical tank and stank boss, you know. Ooh, shoot. Careful. Ice and fire. Oh shoot. Ice and fire. Fire, ice. Careful. It's a lot of... I do a lot of damage. Alright. He's been defeated. Anabaseios. Alright, let's see, what am I looking for? What am I going for, like a leg upgrade, maybe? There we go. Alright guys, I'm gonna check my sheets and I'll be back. I'm just gonna see if they're done or not yet. Sorry about that. I just had to untangle my cords. They got all tangled up, and yeah, I just had to untangle them. So, all right. So we are officially finished with the 9th circle. Impressive work, Gem. Their memories of your tenacity were not embellished in the slightest. Do not be alarmed. A proper introduction shall set your mind at ease. I am Athena, chief keyword Pandemonium, life to La Habrea, a mother to Erectonials. And it is I who made Pandemonium anew in the underworld. In manner of speaking, I am the source of all your recent troubles. Most say I did not imagine I would meet you in this age. A slight miscalculation, but perhaps a fortunate one. For your deeds in the past have left quite an impression on me. Understand you have reason to be worried, but I assure you there is no need. I know not what La Harbre has told you of me. For all that I have done this out of sincere scientific curiosity. That appetite yet remains, even after my rebirth. Conflict is the furthest thing from my mind, and I ask you that you at least hear me out before brandishing your weapon. I have not endured this long journey to let my dream of godhood go unrealized. The souls of the ethereal sea and the man you call Claudian are indispensable to my work. Right now, for I treat all my tools with care, especially those with which I will grasp godhood. You are as stubborn as La Habrea. Although I speak in earnest, you refuse to hear the meaning of my words. Perhaps you'd be better served by a different teacher. Luckily, you already possess the tools that are required to make one for you. Yes, that crystal teems with memories. Memories of two souls you know quite well, La Habrea and Erectonials. I shall stitch them into the fabric of two errant souls that, with their help, you may come to see that clearly. Where are we? Surely these two have much to tell you of me, and I would have you listen. Perhaps then you shall better understand me, my desire for godhood. There is another, but their soul has proven difficult to work with. However, with these memories, I may very well manage to weave together something presentable. You have a place in my plans. I do hope that in time you come to realize that cooperation is the best path forward. I have a little understanding of where we are, but yet somehow I am unsurprised to find you here. Present, I have more questions than answers. Perhaps you can help me address this iniquity. Is there something we can speak without fear of interruption? Some hints I can glean from their surroundings, but I'd pretty simply cut through this knot of questions. I don't know how long it's been, Gem, but it's good as ever to see your face with that you were under more conventional circumstances. Just where are we, and what events have led to this unexpected reunion? Ah yes, I remember you telling us about this memory crystal to think that it contained our memories. This is a lot taken, not least of all the fact that you hail from the future. I searched for you after a time, but could find no trace. Now I know why. Our age had its share of surprises, if my memories are to be believed. The supposedly world-ending final days came upon us. Yet here we are in a future where you at least exist. Do we overcome the despair that befalls us? Do we find a way to live on? Questions without simple answers, it seems. Let's take heart that life endured in some form as but memories. We may never have the luxury of the larger picture. Regardless, now that it has come to pass, the future must be protected from Athena's schemings. Let this conviction guide our every action. Agreed, but as memories give in fleeting form, we are bereft of any physical or magical talents. We cannot aid Gem in battle. Nay, Athena meant us to speak and nothing more, but though we may be tools, we need not be slaves to her whims, tear ourselves from her grasp and shatter her ambitions. Let's wonder how she knew of our history of Gem. Likely she possessed some means by which to observe events within Pandemonium, either while they were occurring or after the fact. Regardless, her knowledge far exceeds our own, and shortcoming we must remedy at once. We would do well to learn more of the Pandemonium now dominating the landscape of souls. Gem's colleagues will doubtless prove to be valued in that respect. Are those two over there research from the Sarah? We must share what we know at once, that we must piece together this vexing puzzle. How expected do I hope we can consider them as allies? One with an aura of overwhelming authority, and another that seems uncomfortable in his own skin. I believe I understand just well enough to be thoroughly intimidated. Why do your companions hesitate to approach? We may be unusual neighbors, but time is of the essence. Bring them here. Although you may be but a confluence of memory, it is an honor to meet the personages I have read of in Gem's reports. As a researcher, this is beyond exciting, but I admit no small measure of fear as well. I know what you mean. I can scarcely stop my legs from shaking. Powerless to do aught but speak, I see no reason why you should be afraid. It isn't my life I fear for. I only fear that I might not have the chance to ask you all the questions without burning a hole in my mind. We stand before two of the ancients who hold priceless knowledge beyond the kin of any of our peers. What purpose does fear serve if not confronted and conquered? To that end we shall share with you our records, and perhaps together we will find the thread which will lead us safely out of this conundrum. Information should be our most precious resource, but that is the only weapon we can wield in these forms. Our memories are at your complete disposal. Let's start with Athena, whose thirst for discovery will soon see life all consumed. Her desires hasn't changed. Still, she seeks to transcend her mortal existence so she might unravel the mysteries of life. She would become a god. A nebulous concept, but Athena had her own ideas on what divinity entailed. In her mind, a god could create souls at will. Thus she chose the underworld, or the ethereal sea as it is known in the sage and ground for her final experiments. Here lies practically a bottomless well of ether. Even if it means stemming the flow of life itself, she tends to continue her work. She thinks of nothing else. We caught a glimpse of Athena as we came to this world. Her smile, her voice, they were just as I remember, without even realizing it. I find myself feeling an affection for her. Don't look look at me like I've gone mad. I'm not asking you to join her side. I know the true Erchthonios would never want that. These emotions remain in memory if nowhere else. We shall remain here to compile what information we can. You must infiltrate Pandemonium and seek out Athena. But ask that you leave the memory crystal with us. It may hold secrets which have yet to be unveiled. All that's left is across the menacing threshold. Shall we take a closer look? I have one question for you. Does the word Orsight mean aught to you? Orsight. Why, yeah. There are a few records of his existence. He mainly takes appearance in the legends of Evilise and tales concerning the Asian Laha. Hamwell in tales concerning an entity known as an Asian. Personage is associated with Black Orsight known as the Heart of Zebek, a source of considerable power. So time has not buried it. Must think, leave me be while you tend to your task. I've read that agents were much larger than the people of our era. Perhaps Athena endeavored to make them less imposing. Aubrey asked me about Orsight and has yet to say a word since he heard the answer. Did I say something wrong? He is intimidating in his silence. From the outside, Pandemonium looks no different than it does in the past. However, there are no guarantees the inside will be familiar. You would do well to secure near the entrance first. Yet once it has been cleared of threats, Aubrey and I can approach, and we shall begin our exploration of the interior. Portal should convey you to Pandemonium's gates. I hardly need to tell you to keep your weapon at the ready. I knew you would come. Never lost faith that we would meet again. I told you as much, did I not? I understand you may be confused. I was too at first. You see, I am not the true Themis. I was made by Athena, molded from one of the many souls at her disposal. I am only an illusion built from the memory, no more than real than Lahabrate or Erchthonios. Even so, I believe I have a grasp on this situation. This is a distant future. Future where Athena lives once more, although the means of her rebirth are yet beyond me. You are here to stop her. Have I the right of it so far? Very good. I would be disappointed if you do not rise to challenge her. Although I am sorry to say that I cannot aid you, my creator has tempered with my essence, and I'm audibly inclined to action or interest. I can do naught but offer you words of warning. We will fight, and it cannot be avoided. There's no need for that pain expression. Remember, I am but an illusion, nothing worth shedding tears over. I know not what is in your mind, but I must stress once again that I cannot defy the urge to stand against you. Athena's hold over me is unyielding. Still, I would ask that you listen carefully to the advice I offer you now. Athena has prepared a new vessel to replace Erchthonios, that she may become a god. By gathering the souls readily available in the sea of ether, she tempers her own essence. Yet the souls are faint, diffused. She doubts whether they are sufficient for her goals, so she has turned her gaze to you. Despite your thin ether, you managed to lay Hephaestus low, and Athena would know the secrets of your strength. To that end, she has prepared an experiment for our observation. Fight for your life against Athena's creation, and in doing so, give her the knowledge she desires. Oh wow. There we go. So we have to fight Pandemonium itself in a way. What's happening? Dina's made her move. We must find a way to reach her, or all is lost. We can do little but hope for Gem's success. Oh wow. Pandemonium, once a massive lifeless stone, now imbued with soul. Dina has grown much since her death at La Habre's hand, although the souls she creates are imperfect, the act of absolute obedience. I know you shall cut your way through this monster, as you have so many others. Then you shall come before me. Do not hesitate to do what you must, for this is the only way to stop Athena. Alright, let's go. You steel yourself to brave Pandemonium once again, but your advance is blocked by a familiar face. That mist has been melded by Athena from memories of the past and souls of the present. Though his voice is friendly, he says that the strings of his creative force face you as a foe. Before he departs, massive stones and impregnable gates of Pandemonium range into a twisted form. This is for P10 being serves a singular purpose to crush any who would oppose its mother spawns. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Good luck, have a There we go. Sick of Eorzea. Let's go. Ooh. Oh! Ouch. We're supposed to stay in them. Ooh. It's continuous. Ooh. Oh, shoot. Glint, she say. Oh. Touchdown. Ooh. 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 Ooh, shoot. Jeez. Where are you then? Hang in there. Oh boy. Hang in there. Oh, someone had... Two people got Doom on them. Touchdown. Careful for that touchdown. Oh, it's gonna do a lot of damage. Oh. Careful. Careful. Oh, damn. No! So close. Damn. That was really close. Oh. Ooh. I hit by that for a second. A glimpse. We're around halfway now. Damn. Touchdown. Oh, no. No! Damn. See what happens. Oh, yep. There we go. Touchdown. Ooh, genius. Got it. Good job, team. Wee bit tougher. First. Yep, just gonna let everyone roll. See what everyone rolls for. There we go. Oh, I forgot to commend person in the party. Wow. That was a beautiful display as always. I stand enchanted by your grace in battle. Gem, is that? Pandemonium's final gate has been cast wide. I shall wait arrival beyond. Apologies for not coming sooner. The space is enveloped by some foul energy, and we couldn't risk venturing through it before taking due precautions. Were my eyes mistaken? Was that Themis? Tell us what you know. We must consider our next course of action carefully. That must have been Themis, but how? I ought to have anticipated this. If she bore witness to past events with the Pandemonium, Athena would have found Elizabeth impossible to overlook. Few possess such a talent for magics, to say naught of the emissary's discerned judgment. So she found his soul upon the ties of the ethereal sea and used his memories to craft a puppet that would serve her whims. But is what Themis said true? She imbued the Pandemonium itself with a soul? For life into which should never live. Athena's research is fast approaching its culmination. Fortunately, with the information shared with us by her friends, we've made some strides toward figuring out how to stop her. Her crystal, called the Heart of Zabak, may be the key. The research is related to quick but thorough history of events leading to the present. The centering of the star, the emergence of the Ascians, the calamities that they brought to bear upon the realm. Tales that under other circumstances we have considered childish fantasy, not for a name that rang true to La Habre's memories. The Heart of Zavak, to you, the secret of the Ultima weapons might, not least the spell known as Ultima, a source of enduring mystery. We are told that a general from the Garlean Empire was gifted this oversight by Nassian, that the ultimate weapon would be perfected. The identity of this shadowy benefactor, however, remains a curious unknown. You seem to be a veritable trove of uncommon knowledge if there is aught you are withholding. Brave what present the Heart of Zabak itself is a great moment. It's the creation of Athena's made during her time with the weirds of La Habrea. This predates even Pandemonium's construction. She brought before us a crystal that she claimed to have chanced upon, saying that it contained immense power. She dubbed it Oversight, studying it with fervor unusual even for her. The eventful fruit of her arts was a Stygian crystal unlike aught we have ever seen, the Heart of Zabak. On an unexpectedly specific question, I gather that the Heart of Zabak is not the only oversight in this era. Regardless, I knew not of this high seraph. Athena was never forthcoming as to how she found the crystal, though we can suspect that it was not of our star. Much later, we discovered that oversight magnifies the desires of those who come into contact with it. This would do much to explain Athena's actions following the recovery of the crystal. Alas, this realization came too late. By the time I moved the news of the oversight and its insidious influence away, Athena's plot had already been laid. So it became the Heart of Zabak. We took it from Athena's lab after I ended her life. The density of the ether within was unlike anything I had observed. I knew its capacity for destruction, but further analysis proved impossible. I elected to safeguard it myself. It is possible that Athena herself obscured the crystal's contents, even or her memories stored within I would have remained in ignorance. If she included some mechanism by which to give these memories form as did with our own, she would be reborn. Ironic that I should have protected those very memories in the name of safeguarding the star. Fate has lived to see mistakes go unpunished. Monster unleashed Ultima. I can only guess that it was Athena's hand that placed the magic within the heart of Zabak. So it's only natural she would give her own creations with such terrible power. I have told you all I know of Athena and the many secrets she kept from the world. If she indeed stored her memories within the heart of Zabak, we must ask ourselves how they were awakened in this age, and when was the crystal last sighted. Based on the information your colleagues provided, I presume the same. If Anabaseios was present when your defeat of the ultimate weapon, it stands to reason that he had recovered the heart. And the self-same Anabaseios was later struck down at a location known as the Ethereal Chemical Research Facility. I've heard that name, and recently the site of Professor Claudian's disappearance. Indeed, he was tracing an ethereal signature resembling that of the memory crystal in his possession, signature that may have well belonged to the heart of Zabak. In which case, it is no coincidence that Athena's awakening followed. But what reason would have he to bring her back to life? Was his mind not yet his own? Yet more questions without answers. Although Athena's essence is out of memory, her magic have not suffered for lack of a physical body. As the world is now, it should not be possible, but she might have found a suitable vessel. If Elizabeth is to be believed, she readies the vessel for godhood and is perilously close to success. It beggars belief, as you well know, you are the linchpin of her ambition. Yours was the only form that could contain the immense power Athena required and has long since turned to dust. As pleasant as the discussion is, we require more information if we are to unravel this mystery. You know what awaits you, Gem. Themis, I fear you won't find him as cooperative as we were accustomed to. We know not how vast the space beyond these gates might be, but somewhere within lies Athenia, with Elizabeth's leash at her side. This may be a simplistic theory, but hear me out. If Themis arose from the memories intact, he will be eager to see reason. We need only break the magic that binds him and regain our old ally. When I had fallen under Hephaestos' influence, you didn't stop trying until I was Fred. I would ask that you do the same for Themis. Though none of us are real in the conventional sense, I feel it must be done. Themis would never have wished to be your enemy. While Erictonio's perspective is a sentimental one, Elizabeth may possess privileged knowledge. To question him impeded by magic would be ideal. Agdistis broke free of her bonds in her final moments, suggesting that Athena's whole weakens under the weight of combat. You might use the same principle to unshackle Elizabeth's mind. Remember that our very nature is fragile. Even if he inhabits a vessel with which to meet you in battle, I'm certain is not meant to endure. If left weakened for too long, his ether may dissipate back into this ethereal sea. You had best act quickly. All right. Given forms so that he may serve as the tool to unlock the secret of your strength, Themis is unable to defy Athena's whims and now stands against you in battle. However, you know that his heart wishes to stand by your side as he did in ages past. So you resolve to break Athena's hold by any means necessary. Then you might join forces once again to walk through Pandemonium's gates and fell the evil which lies beyond. Let's see now. Oh, this looks like the hub world from Shadowringers.
I suppose I have Athena to thank for this incarnation. I have long considered how I might stand against you, I admit. In transformation, I present to you my truth. I am indigenous.
Well, there we go. Emerald Justice Themis. Wow. Ooh. It's like Hot Wings from Nidhogg and Hot Tail. Divisive rule. Oh! Damn. Nope. Gotta be careful there. Ooh. At the very end. Ooh. Damn. Let him tank for a bit, and then I'll get back to it. Ooh. Dark and light. Dark Accord. So I'm supposed to be in the... Oh, okay, I see now. I see. Okay, that makes sense. Ooh. Lights have moved. There we go. Light. Yeah. Oh! Perfect. Shadow messengers. Ooh, that's not fun. Ooh, shoot. Wait! Ah! Oh, shoot. Hang in there. Okay, so in or away and then in. Yeah. Oh. Hell cooling. Dark. Okay, let's see. What sigil I got? Dark. Okay, so go for light. Okay, stand back. Arm's length, I think. So that helps. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Okay, okay. Okay, that's dark. Okay. Alright. Good job, team. Oh. I think I'm gonna go for the helmet. Or the helmet or the gauntlets. Ah. The fog has lifted. I knew that Athena's magic magnified the desires of their victim at the expense of all else, but I never guessed what desire of mine she would exploit. Since the moment we met, I have made plain my interest in you, my desire to understand your nature. I suppose that curiosity extended to how each of us would fare in a match of strength. What is this? Well, there you go. Free, then I am no longer needed. Do not look so crestfallen, my friend. These few moments of clarity are more than I could have asked for. Ah. There you go. This morning through Aether. You've grasped the fraying strands of my being and tied them together for your own. Nevertheless, I fear that I'm here on borrowed time. I only hope that I can see you through the last of our battles. Until then, I will cherish every moment. I am Elidibus the emissary. As such, it falls upon me to judge Athena, who would disrupt or carefully maintain balance to fulfill her own desires. I swear I shall not waver in this duty. Let us return to Erchthonius and La Habrea. There is much I would share with you before we embark upon our final ascent. As I surmise, Elidibus was constructed with the strength to see your battle done, yet I fear this ether may not sustain him through another. The four of us are together once again. Although I may not have directly experienced our adventures, my memories make our bonds as real as any other. Or as my other, rather. Demis, it's good to see you. I knew Gem would guide you to her side once again. I'm grateful he had the patience to tolerate my lapse in manners. Athena's hold upon me is broken, and I pledge every moment of my remaining time to seeing that she answered for her deeds. Very good. To that end, I would have you share what you know of her plan. Of course, as I mentioned, Athena possesses a vessel that may serve in the creation of a god. It is someone Gem knows well, a man by the name Claudian. By a twist of fate, his body proved to be ideal for Athena's purpose. Creation of a person requires not just body, soul, or memory, but rather all three. We are made from the memories of our ancient counterparts, etched upon drifting souls and given form through the effusion of aether. Lack of physical body, yet you can see and feel us all the same. Athena is different. She has carved her memories into Claudian's soul while it was still within his body, and thus made both her own. But even she is prone to error. After the Suttering beings became more fragile in both mind and soul, body and soul. This difference prevents Athena from realizing the full extent of her desires. So that's why she has turned her sights towards Gem, as a common strength rivals even the Midas of our age. By scrutinizing his feats in battle, Athena aims to deduce the secret of Gem's power and use it to fortify her own vessel. Only then will the culmination of research be at hand. We need not hasten to the man's destruction. Athena can inscribe herself upon another soul, but she cannot erase its will. If we awaken Claudian's spirit to the reality of his bondage, he might be compelled to wrest his body from Athena's clutches. We still don't know why she chose Claudian and what makes him more suited than anyone else. Although I have never spoken to Claudian, I do witness an incident that may prove revelatory. When instructing the vessel to do her bidding, she called it by a familiar name, Erectonios. But why would she? It is as I thought. Why would Athena use my name? More questions and few answers that go around. Our course of actions clear. We must lay Athena low and rescue Claudian, a difficult task to be sure, one which the present company is more than capable of achieving. Damn it, she may have just handed us the key to rescuing Claudian. What must we do? First and foremost, we must confront Athena. She must be made vulnerable as Olympus was. Yet our opponent stands on the verge of godhood. As we are now, she would make us in an instant. Gem, we have no choice but to place the burden of our fate, and the fate of many more besides squarely upon your shoulders. You trust you have no objections. I imagine so. Ever have we replied upon your skill at arms. And we all appreciate Gem's willingness to fling himself into the unknown. However, we have yet to hear how this will liberate Claudian. Our plan, do not trouble yourself with the details. Same goes for you, Gem. You must focus the entirety of your attention on Athena. She will not be easily bested, even by one of your prowess. Let us trust in Alhabre and prepare for the battle to come. Before we face Athena, we must know. She had never discovered the Warsight, had never fallen under its influence. Would she have lived a normal life? Would she have been a mother to me? I've asked myself the same questions with no answer, I fear. But let us put them out of your mind. There is something we must discuss, and we do so not as Alhabre, but as a father to his son. Yeah. Just one battle left. For now, we place our trust in you. The rest must wait until we have Athena before us. Athena maintains absolute control over this place beyond the gate. She's doubtless built herself an abode worthy of a god and now waits to rival her supplicants. Right now, Athena must be the sole focus of her attention. She will not hesitate to exploit any weakness that she can sense. Chief keyword of Pandemonium's appetite for godhood is made only more keen by 12 millennia of slumber, and even her own flesh and blood are not but tools with which to feed her hunger. No sacrifice too great, no price too high. Athena would see all the life extinguished if it brought her even one ailm closer to her ultimate goal. Her wicked ambitions can be suffered no longer, so must journey into Pandemonium's heart and cut out their source. Alright. Last battle, at least for normal mode.
You have done well to reach the seat of godhood. Now, bear your souls to me.
Oh, boogie music. Let's go. It's like a butterfly. Alright. Ooh. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay, yeah, I figured she was gonna do that. Oh shoot. Ooh. So, left, right. Oh, okay. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Alright. Super chain theory. Let me get my tank stance up just in case we need it. Here? Okay, I see now. Ooh. Can always tank it from me a little. Let me make it. Okay, ooh. Oh. Okay, hold on. Ability. Okay, left. Right, left. Okay. Okay. Oh, whoa. Surprised I got hit by that. Yeah, let me put my take stance on. Where's Shark? Yeah. Okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, whoa, ads. Ooh. Oh, wow. Alright then. Oh. Oh. Pick her up. Ah. Imagine we're supposed to go to the gloves, or... Oh, nope, nope, nope. Are we supposed to move, or... Okay, go. Okay, left. Left. Right. Okay. I'm gonna go left twice. Then you go... It's not a bad mechanic. Okay, spread, 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 spread. Let me look. Oh. No. Oh, shoot. Might want a home game. Oh! Nope. Got hit pretty hard there. Oh, we lost the healers. Shit. This is gonna be interesting. Home game. Good job, team. Mighty Athena has been defeated. Anabaseios normal has been cleared. Wind up Athena. Oh, you don't get a helmet from this. Kind of want to go for a ring. Ah. Let me commend the healer. Countless years I have watched within that stifling crystal. Now, when my dream is finally within reach, you stand in my way. Your dream is not but selfish ambition. Its fulfillment would benefit only you. Why, Athena? At the end of this road to godhood, what did you hope to find? Matters not. The fact remains that she worked against the interests of the star. Even so, I would hear her answer. I would know why my mother cast us aside. Unlike you, Anthonios, you were never so inquisitive before. Having struck upon a hypothesis, there is but one thing the wise woman desires. Irrefutable proof. My theory was that any true god would see us as we are, imperfect. She would hammer out our flaws and build something greater. To prove this could not benefit the star, but benefit the star, would give it the perfect steward so that it might shine brighter than any others. You would destroy the lives already upon it. That I am no better, different from our peers. Over the course of eons, how many creations have we wrought? Such creatures cannot but usher inferior predecessors into oblivion. Even without our meddling, nature would take the selfsame course. The destination is the same. It is somehow worse to ride there by the guidance of God. I think not. Foresight made such things irresistible, perhaps, but cannot have created them from the whole cloth. This is Athena's truth. What right have you to pass judgment? You are but a vessel for my masterwork. Your purpose ends there. My only mistake is leaving you possessed of a soul. What are you saying? Poor Anthonios, always the last to arrive at the obvious conclusion. I gave birth to you for a single reason, that you might serve as my tool, and like any tool I crafted you to pursue my needs, that you might accept my essence when the time came. Of course, I also made you more amenable to my demands and ensured that you would feel a coiling affection for your dear mother. However, it seems that my tinkering was insufficient. My very feelings were of your design. Let's see. You created a boy unable to grasp even the simplest magic ever, helplessly clinging to his mother's ropes, unable to do otherwise. I was doomed from the start. Yet here you are, standing in defiance of her design. You are more than what she made you. I still feel the sting of it, but with pain comes clarity. You ill deserve to wear the mantle of a god. As stubborn as you are witless, if the star will not be mine, then it serves no purpose. Oh wow, Ultima. She aims to obliterate that ethereal sea and stem the flow of life. She will do no such thing. Before the battle, Lahadpreya told me I was the key to finishing this. Although I am but an illusion, my soul has crossed the eons to find its home in another, one whose body Athena has seen fit to purloin as her own. Much of what I once was now resides in him. Should my memory seize this chance to follow suit, it murders out enough to wake his mind. But Athena inhabits him still. What will become of you? I don't know, but if I can rouse his soul, perhaps it will disrupt Athena's hold. It's the best chance we have. My whole life, others have looked down upon me, but I've never given up searching for my purpose. Now I found it. This decision is yours to make, and yours alone. Do as you will, my son. I know you shall make me proud. Eratonius, do not dare. No, stop this. Your words will sway over me no longer. My life is my own. I have found my true family. Ah. My power wanes, the vessel rejects me. What is happening? Athena's magic should be impotent with no body to feel them. Precisely, Athena was the sole force holding the space around Pandemonium together, now it crumbles. Oh, little would change if we were buried here. We could not let this be Gem's final resting place. All my miscalculations, to think you would be my undoing, that you would even be capable of defying me. Is there more you would say to me? Or have you decided to return to your dear mother's bosom? Have you brought Claudian back to me? Apologies, but I am only the dregs of your own memory, and do not but watch as the evil you've wrought collapses, burying you under its weight. Disappointing, truly useless to the last. Who made me that way? There we go. At least on the surface, Professor Claudine appears unharmed. We must wait for him to regain consciousness to judge anything beyond that, I fear. Questions, questions, more questions. Why did Claudian sit out by himself? What did he see? Oh, I do hope he wakes up soon. Although Antonius was not by collection of memories, I know his absence pains you, but he acted resolved, aware of the potential consequences. Let us look back on this moment not with sorrow, but with pride. You both were the heroes of the day. Athena's ambitions would have swallowed the whole head. You not stem their advance. We shall stay here, both to look for Professor Claudian and ensure that there are no future disturbances in your ethereal sea. You should rest, and I will not take no for an answer. Seems we can do naught but wait. Perhaps we must discuss a matter which has been troubling me. While your colleague, Nimiji, was enlightening us upon the historical events which led to this era, she let slip the name of one of the Asians, La Habrea. Although she knew of the figure only from her research, she was most insistent that there is no evidence connecting the Asian to myself. And I'm aware that this La Habrea used the heart of Sebek to sow chaos throughout your world, and I would be a fool to deny such strong connections between us. You're the only one present who has met the Asian in question, so I would ask you directly. Are he and I one and the same? Is my fate to work in the shadows and bring about untold destruction? See, if you say it so, then there's no reason to disbelieve it. These Asians are paragons, I'm told, were ruthless in their schemes to rejoin the Southern world. I have heard but a small number of their deeds, and still I find it difficult to comprehend the depths to which they were willing to sink. To choose a path of evil, all for the sake of the star. Admit this is a decision I would make under the right circumstances, although the ages may take their toll, my devotion to my duty will never waver. Paying no heed to what might be lost, I will treat the heart of Sebek as a mere tool for my own ends. Never caring to look beyond the surface, I will unleash my forces that I fail to truly comprehend. Remain blissfully ignorant of my hypocrisy all the while. It appears Claudian has awakened. Gem, I have some faint memories of what transpired. You stood against Athena and won. And you were there too. Labrea, Eratonius' memories of you dwell within me still. Though unyielding discipline, you hope to find forge a son equal to yourself, but the crucible you placed upon him and left scars which were left to heal, both to heal. Yet you were never motivated by selfishness. All you did was in service of your duty, at the least I will hear no more. Though you may possess Artonius' memories, you are not him, and rebirth you have become someone else entirely, and you belong to this age. As such, I am your enemy, and an enemy does not deserve sympathy. Of course, I would never condone the connections of the Asians, but you are not him. You are Lahabre of the Convocation. You spare no effort in saving us from Athena's machinations, for we deserve the utmost praise of my personal thanks. If you insist on deceiving yourself, then so be it. My stance remains unchanged. The most difficult of your trials is behind you, but you may find that Pandemonium has yet to relinquish the last of its secrets. Among them is the identity of Hephaestus' liberator, who set the very first wheels in motion. There's but one place to find these answers: the past. However, I must insist that you keep silent about Athena's fate. I doubt it would change the decisions I make. You should not tender us information we cannot uncover ourselves. Now that I have said my piece, I shall follow in my son's footsteps. These odious memories will fade to nothing, as was always their fate. Farewell. My time too draws near, but I believe I can stay long enough to see this matter through. You shall journey to the past to seek out the truth of Lahabre's words, yes. While Themis himself may have been there to see this encounter, I have the unique opportunity to hear your perspective on the matter, as of course, if you will share it with me. Look forward to it. I shall take in the ethereal sea one final time as I wait your return. Now all that is left to return to Pandemonium. Ask Labre to shed light upon some few remaining mysteries. I look forward to your return. Two shall stay here and wait return. I could use a rest, and there's matters I would discuss with you and Themis before we say to our farewells. Rashinon and I shall return to Emporium, make a return to Master Poshinon at once. Oh, where to begin? I believe we've yet to see the full events there. These events will have on the Ethereal Sea. Once Professor Claudian returns, we must conduct a thorough investigation. There's Pandemonium. Hegemone. Oh, it must be Gem. I'm hegemonic keyword of Anabaseios, but I suspect you may already know that. We did not meet once before. We did meet once before, after all, though I was not entirely myself at the time. Thank you, however, I can rightly say my faculties are mine once more. At present, I am taking stock of the damages done to the facility. There we go. Thank you for checking up on us. Did you speak with Hegemon and the other wanderers, warders on your way here? The work is long, but we have made great strides in undoing Athena's meddling. Gem, I do not expect to see you again so soon, but it's always a joy. You seem quite happy to be here. Gem, truth be told, I thought you would have little reason to ever visit this place again. It seems I was wrong. How neatly you obfuscate your motivations. Do as you will, then. Suffocate? Oh, he has gone through the trouble to visit us, so I hardly think curtness is in order. We brave Pandemonium together. Why not at least share with him our progress? I relinquished control of Pandemonium to La Brea. I was never meant to hold it for long, and now such authority resides in rightful hands. La Brea's help, we have poured through Athena's research into the Hemethea. Thus we were able to restore Hegemon's mind and body. Hegemonies. Yet there is so much work to be done. Damage to repair, keyboards replaced. The tasks are too many to count. Although the path may be long or progress is steady, I believe we can safely say that Pandemonium will function as it did before. Indeed, before we reach that point, however, there are some matters we must put to rest. One concerns Pandemonium himself, and another is a personal matter. Until they are settled, I cannot move forward. It shall not take long. Lack of resolve caused me to delay, but I've chosen my course. These concerns might be weighty indeed. Do you intend to share your burdens with us? If you would bear witness, then come. Your arrival at this very moment almost beggars belief, but I shall not ask you to leave. I simply ask that you do not intervene, no matter what may happen. Stay here, this will be over soon. Why did you call me here, Master La Brea? There is so much to be done to the orders to be fed. You have served within Pandemonium since Athena's time, have you not? That makes you the most senior key warder. Now that this is gone. As such, you deserve to know if secret few others are privileged to hear, one concerning myself. Separating Hephaestus from myself, hard removing part of my soul. Necessary sacrifice, but one which came at no small cost to my natural talents. I am but a shadow of the man I was once at the time of my appointment as La Brea. I could never hope to wield the same magics that Hephaestus used to bind the warders' minds, let alone break their shackles. That tone of defeat does not befit your master voice, Master La Brea. Do not give in to despair. There is no despair, only truth. I do not confide in you to garner cheap sympathy. Hephaestus left behind fascinating research. His conclusion was that in order to transform a vessel into a Amphitheos, absolute control over the mind was essential. As you well know, the magic used to achieve such domination exploited strong emotions within their victim's heart. In the case of Hesperos and Distus, the respect for me. Upon slipping his bonds, Hephaestus took steps to throw Pandemonium into chaos, with their attention divided. Keyword and warder alike were easy targets. But there was an act that came before. Regardless of Hephaestus' prowess, he would not have won freedom on his own. For long days and nights I pondered who might have released him. I could only conclude that Athena's plans were set in motion long, long ago, when she claimed the mind of one of her admirers. Hegemone, none would question your pride in your position, your devotion to Pandemonium. But you do not believe I am the one fit to lead it, do you? Your loyalty lies not with my vision for Pandemonium, but Athena's. Master La Habrea, whatever has spurred this sudden accusation, or assure you there's a proper explanation. Oh boy. What are you doing, La Habrea? As I've already stated, even should I detect Athena's tinkering, I'm currently powerless to dispel it. And so I have come to a decision, one which made with the best interest of our star in mind, in order to build a better future, require the strength I have lost. Must embrace these odious memories. Mark all this sight engraved into your very soul. Now bear witness to the true La Habrea. I cannot imagine this was an easy choice, but it is done. Is she alive? Yes, and she shall remember this lesson well. Athena's puppet no longer, I see. She may yet harbor ill will toward me, but that is a risk I'm willing to take. One star requires a steady hand to guide it, and now mine is equal to the task. I can no longer allow Pandemonium to divert my focus. Hegemone, I ask that you serve me anew. There is none other more suited to overseeing this prison, none other who will take such pride in their duty. My loyalty to Athena led me to betray you once before. Why would you allow me to keep the position of keyboard? I require your talents, as I require Hephaestus. The path is of no consequence. Very well, in honor of our fallen colleagues, I shall restore this institution to its former glory. La Habrea is himself once more. He builds his authority without hesitation, thinks not twice once his judgment has sounded. Yet he is different from Athena. He thinks only of the betterment of the star. So long as he guides his duty guides his actions, he shall not share her fate. And should his conviction ever waver, the emissary will set him back to his proper course, or on the proper course. Good. If this is the path he chooses to walk, then I will walk with him. Allow our bond to fray no further. As his son, I will support him in the days ahead. I will not ask you to say the same, Gem. You and I stand on peaks separated by vast chasms. Our perspectives shall never align. Never shall one give way to the other, for such is our nature. With that in mind, let us consider any debts between us to be void. Before you leave here, mark well these words. My resolve shall weather loss unfathomable and yield before no obstacle. Walk your path with the same conviction. This Anabaseios saw through me long ago, but now my mind is unclouded by doubt. I shall not fail him again. If not for you, my long slumbering demons may have gone unslain. I would have never been forced to reconsider my true nature. As I said, I do not consider this as an admission of doubt. I believe you have other places to be. Remain here any longer, and I may be inclined to place you in a cell next to one of our more recalcitrant subjects. From this day forward, I will do what I can to aid my father, and this way I shall forge my own future. FFXIV and Anabaseios were one and the same when he was named as one of the convocation. This change posed no need for concern, for all is as it should be. Mistake. Yeah, there we go. We finished normal raids finally, which is good. Oh, I think I made a little bit of a blunder. Here we go. For the sake of Eorzea, let's go. They are in your internal debt, and not only for your achievements in throwing the coming event, but also the safe return of our starship. $640, Keeper. Wow. Your return, I should like to hear what you discovered, though I believe your friend has business with us first. There you are, Jeb. While you were away, Theb has brought me to Spia after a while of held prisoner. The story has shown light upon any number of questions that were niggling at my conscience, namely those concerning the theoretical signature emanating from Azzy's law. Doubtless its source was Athena, reaching out as far as she could from her prison. But for grasping for someone to take Erthonia's place, grasping for the body his soul resided in. Wanted to ask, when you first found the crystal, were you unable to hear the memory stored within? Indeed, it was only after our research was well underway that I could hearken to its whispers. Contact with the crystal should awaken the memories, but the passage of time likely changed Erthonia's soul in subtle ways. Perhaps ethereal resonance was a gradual process in this case. However, being attuned to Erthonia's exposed you to Athena's voice as well. Doubtless the choice to venture forth in Alzi's law was not your own, it was Athena's influence working through you. I do recall being strangely fixated and acting alone. I would never have encouraged such recklessness usually. Though the choice was not entirely my own, I am still ashamed of my actions. Reflection is how we plant the seeds of growth, although we must not blame ourselves for events out of our control. That the voice in the crystal belonged to the person from which your soul originated, well, not even the most brilliant researcher could have come to that conclusion. Your reassurance means more than you know. Thank you. Now, one final matter. It concerns the very crystal whose discovery set this adventure in motion. Perhaps sparked by recent events, a new light begun to shine from within its depths. From my experience, this may indicate that new memories floated to the surface, eager to be observed. For some time, the question of why La Habrea and Aretonius would leave such a crystal behind in the first place has lingered in the back of my mind. Veritonius's memory and such magical talents as are at my disposal, I believe I can make this final memory manifest for us all to behold. Shall we witness it together? I leave this memory for you, the future of our star. Final days has come, and the creation magics we have so relied upon now hasten our downfall. But despair has not won yet out. Aubrey and the others of the convocation are working to stem the chaos which threatens to engulf our star. Their plan requires a great sacrifice. Elidibus Themis has already offered to give his life for our salvation. Yet there's another problem which must be dealt with: Pandemonium. Wherein are confined our most vicious creations. Even should we survive the final days, it will take time to restore order. Pandemonium cells are breached, and the prisoners set upon the star. Our hard-won peace would be obliterated in an instant. Someone must stay behind to ensure that never happens. With Themis and La Habrea otherwise indisposed, that responsibility falls to me. That is why I must defy the directive of the convocation. My soul will not be offered to manifest will at the star, but instead consigned to internal vigil. I know that in doing so the final days may take me. I may not live to see my duty upheld. That's why I have resolved to set this crystal adrift and tied to the underworld. It contains memories of Pandemonium from both my father and I shall bear this warning to the future if I cannot. I've imbued the crystal with magics that will attract it to my essence, even should I generate through the underworld and be born anew. This message will reach me. Pandemonium shall not be left unattended. If all else fails, then perhaps another man like my dear friend will come along, one with an almost natural ability to pick up the scent of trouble. I wonder where he is now, how many souls he has saved, and how many APs he has slain since last we met. Alongside my warnings, that this memory shall carry a wish. Gem, may we meet again. Now listen well, if anyone receives this message, you must come to Pandemonium. Please make haste, I repeat. That dispels the last of my doubts. Thank you for humoring me. Now we come to this. It survived. Yes, the heart is back. The tie that bound Athena's memories to my body, no doubt. When I regained my senses, I found in my person. Now, Peters, your efforts have left a bereft of memories. No trace remains of Athena. However, its power as a Warsayer remains, and it may prove to be a valuable trove of knowledge in the hands of the right researcher. I feel that fate has left it with me for a reason. I should take my leave, but on behalf of my colleagues, nay, the entire Star, I thank you both for putting an end to Athena's wickedness. There we go.
I see. Then Hephaestus' story has been laid bare. As has the nature of our mysterious crystal. The questions which led us into Pandemonium are answered, and soon order shall be restored. I too can fade away, unburdened by regret. I could not have reached this point without you, friend.
Why?
So many revelations. But there are more, if you would dig a little deeper. Elidibus's soul was plucked from the ethereal sea, and from it I was wrought. Surely you have a passing interest in what I remember, in what I feel. You deserve what answers I can provide. While my memories of Pandemonium are clear, all else is hazy at best. Perhaps Athena made me this way, or perhaps it is the result of who or what I was before. Still, I can recall vague figures, scenes from my future and your past. At the Crystal Tower's peak, we clash. And later, from that self-same spire, I send you forth.
Yeah.
Into our age, into Elpis. Why do I decide on such a course? Formless as these images are, I cannot say. However, I can hazard a guess. Somewhere.
Oh no. Oh, I lost connection there. Shoot. Hopefully there's not like a hot patch or something. Or a hot fix at the moment. Yeah, that was really odd. Give me a moment. No. Hold on. Yeah, that is super odd. Shoot. Don't worry, we'll see if we can get back into the game. No. Give me a moment. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. That was really a crucial moment, but stuff like that happens. Gonna log in really quick and then I'll see if I can put the image back up. Give me a moment. Yeah, that was such a good moment too. Let me. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to that scene. Oh, I guess the servers crash unanimously. It's really high queue at the moment. I'll be back. Just gonna use the restroom real quick. Back. Yeah, I think the servers just crashed unanimously. I think it's just was a problem on their end. I don't think it was my internet, but anyways, we're back. Thankfully enough. Okay, let's hear a little bit of the story out.
I see. Then Hephaestus, as has the nature of our mysterious I too can fade away. So many revelations. But there are... Elidibus's soul was plucked from the... You deserve what answers I can provide. While my memories of... Perhaps Athena made me this way. Or... perhaps it is the result of who... Still, I can recall... At the Crystal Tower's peak, we clash. And later, from that self-same spire, I send you forth into our age, into Elpis. Why do I decide on such a course? Formless as these images are, I cannot say. However, I can hazard a guess. Somewhere within my fragmented memories, I catch a glimpse of our journey into Pandemonium. A glimpse which shows not the path we took or the destination where it led us, yet by its very presence demands that you are required in Elpis. And even if that act is but one link in the chain of events which ends in Atheris' salvation, then this all has meaning. Our time together, every moment,
It's
is
worthwhile.
and I am unburdened by regret.
Ah.
That said, it is possible my motivations become something else entirely. That you would cross this vast expanse in the hopes of being reunited with your allies, a devotion that once would have baffled me. But after having been to the depths of that twisted prison and back, I think I can understand. Now, I have pulled back the curtain as far as I dare. The people of your age call this the Ethereal Sea, a name I quite enjoy, for it teems with life, each star a soul on its journey. And among these uncountable stars, it was yours that crossed my path. For that, I shall be forever grateful. I wish you well on your journey. A journey as long as your star is bright. A journey not bound by the confines of this world or any other.
Our friend. Oh wow, look at that.
How fascinating. The truths that dwell at the edge of sleep. The course of history is set by its victors. It is immutable, and yet should this star continue upon its path, look.
There we go. Rainbow. Welcome back, Jim. I hope you said farewell to Themis. Recent events have given me not only a new focus for my research, but also insights into my own origins. Truly, it is a gift I would never hope to repay. As Larbe has said, I'm not Erythonius, yet I bear part of him inside me, and I should do what I can to follow the traces he has left behind in the present day. His spark has been struck in my mind, ready to pursue my research with a fervor the likes of which I have not seen since my youth. Doubtless, I shall have need of you in today's and moons ahead. When that time comes, I only hope that you will once again let me your sound counsel. Until then, may you farewell. Alright, we defeated Pandemonium. Now we're just going to get some gear. See what we need. Gonna go get this. And get a 640 ring. There we go. Gonna add a bit more crits. And then I'm gonna get rid of this. Right. Just gonna unlock Savage real quick. The more I try to make sense of what happened, the more my mind ties itself in knots. It will take weeks or, dare I say, months to navigate this maze of questions. I might have to suggest to Professor Claudia and hire more assistants. Jem, may I have a moment? If you would be so inclined, I would very much like to hear the story of your battles in Passos and Tartarus. I have no difficulty producing reports for the forum with a general summation of events. I'd need some help with the finer details for the record, you know. For the record, you say, come now, be honest in minutes to sate your own curiosity. I've seen the tomes you've left scattered about the laboratory. Estuaries and creatures both real and imagined. I will not, I dare say, shall not dare an intellectual stake in the matter, but surely Jem will understand that a thorough recounting will help Professor Claudian's research as well. Now then, whenever you're ready. Fascinating. As you say, the savage creation you encountered in Abyssos bears more than a few similarities to the carbuncle. Could it be that the arcane entities we know had their origins in ancient times? Just as curious, what is your story of the keyword who was melded with a tree of legends? What are the limits of the Hemitheos creation process, I wondered? How do such creatures even survive once melded? Suspect you cannot help yourself by asking ever more questions. What purpose would such knowledge serve? Oh, Roshinol, one day you too shall develop the keen instincts of a researcher. Then you shall understand it is not impossible not to wander once the spark of imagination has been struck. Jem's stories have already set several theories stirring in my mind, and I feel even more bubbling just under the surface. Take Hephaestus, for example. It would not be a great leap to assume that he studied at length the regenerative and death-defying properties of the phoenix. And this is just the tip of the proverbial berg. You're free to exercise your imagination all you like, but need I remind you, these reports are meant to be submitted to Master Fortunate himself. I implore you to explore restraint, rather. Professor Claudian would have encouraged me, you know. He thrives on theories and imagination, but I do understand your point. Roshinon, or to submit such a report to Master Foshinon, I would soon therefore be forced to write a formal apology. That very well may be. An academic does not achieve the station he has without curiosity as deep as this deep through the sea itself. Now I shall set ink to paper and let the wonder of theory guide my hand, within reason, of course. Yet I cannot help but dream ever larger. There are no bounds to what the mind can imagine. If there are, let us both strive to find them, Jem. Okay, then let me unlock the last part of it. If I can. Or wait, I don't think Savage is available yet for Pandemonium. Alright. Just gonna go to the market board, sell a couple things, and I'll probably sign off for the evening, so. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I know it was a bit long again, but it's a really good raid series actually. It took a wee while to finish this one, but it's definitely well worth it. And we got some closing with Elidibus and kind of had finally a peaceful ending, and as well as understanding a bit more of La Habrea and being more than a cereal box villain. So. Okay, spell speed. Don't really need that for myself at the moment. Oh, that's gone up quite a bit. Don't really need piety. One pie. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed the stream, hope you guys had fun watching, and I will be heading out for now. Slongafol. Bye for now guys. Bye for now.